Hello my friends, welcome in this second video about how to put a coating on an ugly wall made out of building blocks. In the first video we've seen the theory and also all the tools that you need, and in the present video I will show you how to prepare the works before putting the coating. Step number one is to put a plastic sheet on the ground. The plastic sheet will avoid to have some stains of the plaster falling down on the ground, so this is not so dangerous than paint. Nevertheless, it will facilitate all the works. It avoids you then to have to clean the stains afterwards. And in case you're using a plastic sheet which has a little bit of dust on it, you can shake it as you will clean the wall afterwards anyway. Step number two in the preparation is to clean the walls. So for cleaning the walls, the best is to take a hard brushing, and then a little bit of vacuum cleaner for making sure that you have taken all the dust. This is quite easy, and in case you're outside, you can also put a bit of water on the wall and let it dry. This will make the cleaning as well. In case you have cleaned the wall with water, you have to make sure that the wall is well dry before putting on it the accrocheur. I already said it in the first video, in case you have holes in the wall or with big irregularities, then it's good to take some mortar up front. Of course, don't forget to count 1 day more for these works, because the mortar, of course, has to be perfectly dry before putting the accrocheur. Further hint for the mortar, don't put too much. It should just be compensating for being even with the wall, but don't put too much, otherwise it will be much more difficult to put again at an even level. The second step, still in the preparation, but now we are entering really the hard stuff, is to put the accrocheur on the wall. I'm showing here a couple of pictures of the placement of the accrocheur I did here with my wife. You will notice that my wife is doing all the joints with a paintbrush, whereas I'm taking care of the rouleau. This is again saving some time. Important principle of DIY. The less effort is the best. I already said it in my first video. Make sure that the accrocheur you're taking is compatible with the plaster or the coating that you're putting on the wall. Usually it's sold in pair. On one hand the accrocheur and on the other hand the plaster. So don't make it complicated. Take the same brand so you're on the safe side. When you're putting the accrocheur, make sure that you're protecting your hands and potentially your sleeves, because it's a very dense product, so this will avoid you cleaning the hands and the forearm, so don't hesitate to protect the parts which are exposed to these works. So now we're going into the hard stuff, which is the preparation of the material. As I've already told you, you can either buy prepared buckets or you can buy powder in bags. Both solutions have similar features. Of course, when you're buying prepared material which is already in the buckets, you will still need the little spiral and the drilling machine, because this will ensure that you have a homogeneous product without any blocks inside, so you will always need this spiral for mixing up the product. In case you opted for the powder or the plaster, which is sold in bags, then you will have to prepare it. It's not a big deal. Just put the right quantity into a bucket and then add a little bit of water. Please respect exactly the quantities instructed on the plaster bag, because in case you're putting too much water, your solution will be too liquid. So very careful about not adding up too much water. Have a look about the quantities on the plaster bag. That's it, my friends. Now everything is prepared and we can now attack the coating of the wall, and this will be the subject of the next video. So see you in a minute on Happy Hour TV 1.